Yes.
First of all, how are you doing? How are you?
Um, yes, I'm good. But the weather is hot, so I feel a little.
Country, are you currently in?
I'm in Vietnam, and the weather in the central Vietnam, in the
Center?
central.
Central in Vietnam. Was
Yes.
it Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi
No,
or
it's
huh?
Quảng Trị province. Quảng Trị province
Right.
is near Huế City.
Yep. Quang
Yeah.
Tri.
So the weather is very hot because it's now in the summer.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's actually Quang Tri is my dad hometown, not mine, but my dad hometown. My dad
Oh,
used to
really?
be, yeah, but it was before the war. So after the war, he moved to the Saigon to
Yeah.
carry on with his daily life. Yeah, a lot of his brother university station in Quang Tri back in the day. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, let's move on. Yeah, the weather that I currently have at the moment is not that hot. Is very weird. So like Australia is in moving to a winter state, winter season. So now I'm started getting
Oh,
colder and colder and colder. So it's not hot.
yeah.
I can see that
Yeah.
you sweat all over the face.
Yeah.
Similar to you, if I whenever I visit Vietnam around this time of the year, I'm sweating. I keep sweating. I'm not sure.
Oh,
I'm not get used to it. It's very uncomfortable. Yeah.
yes. Because the weather in the summer is very hot and in the winter is very cold.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Yep. What are you learning? What do you do at the moment?
It's now I am a 40th year student at Huế University of Foreign Languages.
Yep.
Yeah, and um, maybe it's in about 1 month I will graduate it.
Hmm. Okay. So
Yeah.
what are you playing after that?
Um, I will apply for maybe in English center and work as English teacher for kids.
No, go on. I'm just note down. I'm just typing down whatever you're saying to me.
What is
No, no, just keep going. I'm just note down whatever that you're telling me.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just say after graduating, I will apply for a English center and work as an English teacher for children's age, maybe primary school or secondary school. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Because my major is English pedagogy, so um, yeah, I will. I want to become English teacher as well.
Right. So why did you decide to become a teacher? Or well, you learn
Um,
yeah, why did you decide to learn in foreign language and then decide to become a teacher? There are a lot of other career path after you graduate from that school. So why did you choose to do that?
yeah, um, because I am the type of person who like children and yeah, and when I was a student at secondary school and I saw my teacher standing and teaching me and I love the future and I want to become like her.
Right. So
Yeah.
there a specific person, not all the teacher. Yeah.
Moreover, I have a habit of learning by writing on the board. Um, yeah, I often write on the board when learning. Uh, so I love the process of um, conveying the knowledge to other people. Yeah, transferring the information. So yeah, I love these actions and this job. So maybe it's my passion.
Right. So you mentioned you like to convey whatever you learn and explain to other people.
Yeah.
What do you think that the best thing that you've learned so far, or what was the most interesting that you have learned so far?
Yes. Um, because when I teaching other people, I feel um, very confident, and I love the ways um, I can bring new knowledge to other people. Is have other people to have um, knowledge or know more about skills and uh, especially children is kids. Um, I see when I go to my hometown, I see a lot of children here not to have more chance to get access to English. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
want to have them have more um, improvements in English skill.
Yep. Appreciate that. I think you got the wrong answer. My question was, what was the most interesting that you have learned so far?
Ah, yes,
You
yes,
think?
learn, not teaching.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So um, I think when learning English, I feel learning new words and new things make
Yep.
me have more motivate, motivate me so much.
Right.
And I love language. Yeah. And the most interesting when I learning English is help me to communicate with foreigners
Yep.
confidently. Yeah, I feel very confident to talk with other people and can feel mm, um, maybe like um, yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to drill you more of that. So I'm going to ask a few different questions. Why did
Yeah,
you choose to learn with me? Because I need to sort out your objective before we continue. So I've been teaching here for like since October, and I have a few students, and they all have different objectives when they sign up with me. And I'm not a teacher where I'm teaching in a classic way, more like
yeah,
I'm not going to teach you in a way that repeat after me, focus on your pronunciation. Sometime I'll correct you if it's necessary. All the time if you make mistake, I'll just let it slide because I'm more focused on try to help you communicate more fluent and more
yeah,
confidently. So, what are your normal overall objective when you sign up with me, and what are your normal overall objective when you decide to learn at ABBN?
yeah. Mm, yeah. Honestly, this is the first time I learn with you. Um, so I want to I want to improve in pronunciation. So I feel very happy when you can correct mistakes when I say it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I know I have some mistakes when talking. So um, yeah. So I want you can help me to correct that when I say it's about pronunciation.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so English is not my first language anyway. My first language is still Vietnamese. And even I
Yeah.
sometimes have trouble with some pronunciation words, like I'm not spelling it correctly. Um, but my way of teaching or my way of improve my language is just exposed to a lot of foreign or native speaker as much as possible. And the more I talk with them, and I'm gonna like learn the pronunciation subconsciously rather than
Yeah.
consciously. And my goal is to try to help you have a long conversation and you have to come up with the answer yourself in a long
Yeah.
format. So I want you to focus on that rather than try to fix your pronunciation. It's not
Yeah.
in the way that I'm learning English. It's not a good way to do it. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
uh,
I
yep,
see that.
yep.
So
Uh,
it's okay.
yeah,
Everything, anything. For example, when I say and I don't use this word correctly, you
yep,
can have me to use another word to suitable for some situation like that.
yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I normally do that. I normally do that, but I'm just trying to explain how I learn English myself and
Yeah.
my personal point of view how to improve in learning English in a fast pace.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people when they come in here for like 10, maybe 12 years, and their English is still at basic level,
Yeah.
and it's really heartbroken. Anyway, move away from that. My way of teaching is have more casual conversation and more about critical thinking. I'll maybe introduce some topic for us to debate, and I'm gonna ask for your opinion first, and then I'll explain my opinion, and then we can some kind of work out something in the end of it. And a lot of
Yeah.
students, because at the moment I'm working for an international company, and a few students also ask me about tips when doing interview and how to communicate in the workplace. I can go with that, and I have a I'm not saying I have a broad knowledge, but I kind of learn a bit of everything. I'm good in well, not say good in making money, but I'm good with tax. Try to how to use your tax beneficially. Uh, a bit of coding, Excel skill, a bit of IT skill. So, yeah, if you want to talk me with all of that stuff, I'm good with it.
Yes.
Also, workout, nutrition, exercise, how the brain work, how all kinds of. Yeah, and if you
Okay.
have some issue that you currently have at the moment, you can discuss with me. I'm not gonna try to solve your issue, but I can at least listen to you. And
Yeah.
maybe if I have some kind of the close experience I have, I can share with you just to elaborate
Okay.
the idea.
Yeah. Um. So I listened. I hear you said that. I hear you said that. Discuss about workout or exercise and how the brains work, right?
Yep.
So I'm interested in the topic about the brain work. So
Okay.
can we talk?
So what part of it? So the thing that I know let's say that the way that I structure my learning just to get optimums out of it. So we have, so normally I believe when you learn biology in high school,
Yeah.
maybe the teacher has touched somewhere about conscious behavior and unconscious behavior.
Yeah.
So do you know what the difference between conscious behavior and unconscious behavior?
Um, just to be honest, I don't have more knowledge about biology, but I'm interested in how brain works because I want to hear from you, share about that.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to ask because do you know the difference between conscious behavior and unconscious behavior? So I'm just touching about how brain works.
Yeah.
So that is really that's a really important word that you need to know the meaning of it. So do you
Yeah.
know the meaning of it? If you know the meaning of it, I do not need to explain to you. If you don't, I'll explain it to you.
Okay. Can you explain this word concept?
Conscious behavior is when you see something, you think about it and then decide how you're gonna
Yeah.
approach the issue.
Oh, I don't know.
Yep. It's more rationalized.
It, yeah.
It's just more
Um.
rationalized behavior.
Yeah.
So let's say, um,
It's like conditional,
yep,
right?
yep, it's kind of a conditional
Yeah.
behavior.
Yes.
For
Mm,
example, let's say if you first, no, that's a long-term memory, a short-term memory. Okay, so maybe this example is more better, is better. If you see the water is boiling, right, you know that you're not going to touch it. So
it's
that's
not her.
not to touch it. Water is
Yes.
if you see the water boiling, you can see actually it's boiling right there. Your
Yeah.
brain telling you, you're thinking that oh, it's hot, it's boiling. I'm not supposed to touching it, right?
Yeah.
And unconditional behavior is like when you breathing, you do not control how. Sometimes if you're aware of how you breathe, you control. You take a deep breath,
Yeah.
slow the breathe in and then breathe out, breathe in and then breathe out. But if you do
Yeah.
not pay attention to it, your body just do it itself. So that is
Yeah.
unconditional behavior.
Yeah.
Like more
Um.
like subconscious your subconscious brain is doing. So normally your human have two kind of brains. So um, con, con subconscious brain and this conscious brain. The conscious brain is you
Yeah.
aware of, you look at that and you okay, this is light switch, behind me is a tree, behind me is a wardrobe, this is a chair, something like that. Yep. And subconscious behavior is when you just breathing. So like that is
Yeah.
another brain is like your animal brain, instinct brain, control your behavior. And saying a
Yeah.
lot of time when people say I have a gut feeling that I don't feel this deal is a good deal. So or you have a bad feeling when you do something that
Yeah.
your your animal brain telling you that that's not a good thing to do, but your conscious brain saying no, is is it's okay to do that. But for some reason, you have a hard feeling when you're about to doing it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yep. And a lot,
Um.
go on.
No. 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 I'm hearing.
Yep. And a lot of the time, most of the time, I can say, is your subconscious brain is right a lot of time. However,
Yeah.
there's some time your subconscious brain is not doing its job correctly. For example, your subconscious brain always try to protect you
Yeah.
and tell you to stop wasting your energy or wasting your energy on something that unnecessary. For example, workout.
Yeah.
When everybody know
Mhm.
that running, lifting weights is good for you, but when you're about to
Okay.
doing it, your subconscious brain say, "Nope, I'm not gonna like it. I don't want to do it." Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Yep. So there's nothing wrong about it. So because we as a human haven't been evolved in the last couple of thousand years, because of that, we just we just human as we are, and we are kind of in the original state. And when we if we in this state, the animal brain always try to protect you because back in the day, you do not know what's going to happen, and you should avoid waste unnecessary energy. You need to
Yeah.
save your energy because you have to hunt. You do not know when you're going to have food, and when you have food, you eat a lot of it. There's also some case where your subconscious brain trying to keep eating. It tastes good. Keep eating it. It tastes good. But your conscious brain saying that no, you shouldn't do that. It's bad for you.
Yeah.
If you keep eating it like that, you're gonna get overweight. You're gonna have a lot of energy, and you're gonna be overweight. But for some,
Okay.
but in a lot of important situation where is the difference between life and death, your unconscious brain is right about 80% of the time. For example, a
Yeah.
lot of time when a pilot or let's say military, Navy SEAL or Special Force, kind of that. So that kind of personnel or individuals, when they're flying, they train as much as possible. But when they are in a fight, a lot of time they rely on subconscious behavior. So I'm not sure. Have you watched the movie Top Gun?
Movie?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's called Top Gun. Yeah, yeah, it's really hard. Maybe I'm trying to put it in a way that more it's easier for you to understand.
Okay.
Have you ever in a situation where it's a split of a second or maybe a couple of seconds, you have to make a decision that gonna maybe change your life? Is a decision between life and death, where you maybe
Okay.
just turn around and you see somebody swing a bat at you or throw a knife at you, and you when you turn around and you see some action like that, your subconscious brain say duck, and you just hoop out and like move away from the bat or duck away from the knife. So in those situations, you do not wait and see what the heck are they doing. He's swinging a bat, he about to throw a knife, have to duck. If that run across your mind, you're gonna be die. They're gonna hit you. So
Okay.
a lot of the time when I'm not sure about you, but a lot of time when I see some situation like that, when I turn around and see like, my reaction just duck away.
Yes.
Or somebody when they come close as you and they do something like this,
Okay.
they flinch as
It,
you, and they flinch a fish as you. You just have a behavior. You just, ooh, what's that? You just duck away. Does that make any sense?
yes, that makes sense. I understand.
Right.
Yeah, I see that like an, an action to protect myself,
Yep.
ourselves. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah,
Um,
so I'll just try to explain or clarify between subconscious behavior and a conscious behavior. So it's really different. So if you do not
yeah.
know the difference between the two words, it's really hard for me to um,
This,
explain things further.
yeah. It's maybe it's hard to distinguish.
Yep.
yes, and but some actions in normal life, but it is um, it's about yeah, it's about this definitions, but we don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I see that. And I remember an example when I learned biology is we when a kid um when a kid birth, right, born, the first action is crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember that is the unconditional, right? Subconscious. Is that true?
No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
So go
it's,
on. Why?
it's about.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
I should remember this example. It's about
Um.
crying.
Yeah, I think it's more about pain. So the reason why the kid crying is because after they born, they have to cry and so clear the throat so they can breathe. A lot of the
Yes,
time when a kid was being born and then they just do nothing, the doctor have to actually slap the kid.
yes,
So the kid had to cry so he can breathe normal.
yeah,
Yep. But yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not gonna really go technical about it. So when I say technical, it's just trying to make you distinct between conscious behavior and subconscious behavior. I'm trying to
yeah,
give you the idea how your brain works, and then based on that, you
yeah,
can use that information and come up with a lot of useful thing in your life. For example,
yeah,
how you plan or how you organize your studying plan or strategy is gonna beneficial for you a lot.
yeah. Okay, it's okay because it is new. Is for a long time I don't explore about biology. So when I listen to your sharing about how brains work, I feel interesting.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Um, because I say for a long time when I go to university, I don't learn about biology.
Yep.
Yeah?
So
It's all knowledge.
with me the same. All of these I've been learning in when I was in high school, but I haven't been touched it up until I turned
Yeah,
about 25, 25 or 26 because at the age of 25 or 26, that's it the age where I listen and reading a lot of audiobook and all of my subject they kind of lightly touch on that subject. So okay, oh okay, so you learn how your body function, how your brain work,
yeah,
and then you can take advantage of it and
okay,
come up with a study strategy or come up with business or a way that you can grow yourself out of it.
yeah,
So let's say if you know what the definition between conscious brain and how the subconscious brain work. So now I'll come back with my studying strategy, right?
yeah,
Because the way that you learn languages is you learn it by the best way to learn it is you learn by subconsciously, not learn it by consciously. Let's say
yeah,
you have to pay attention to write out 10 word or something is you have to learn it every single day. It's really tiring and you're not actually using that in your daily life.
yeah,
And if for me personally, if I have to learn like that, it hell. I can't learn like that. It's really hard for me to learn.
okay,
My way of learning English, my strategy is to talk with a lot of natives as much as possible. Well, yeah, in the
yeah,
beginning, I need to learn some basic knowledge or how grammar works, some basic words, how to pronounce it correctly. and then I go out talk to native speaker. Because when you talk to native speaker, the benefits is you can interact with how they pronunciation, and then you can mimic them, and you mimic them in real life. When you command
yeah,
words like you say a spoon, chopstick, you learn it in real life and you have instant feedback compared to if you just
yeah,
write out on a paper, try to remember it, and you have no instant feedback, say that you're saying that word correctly, and you don't have
yeah,
dopamine give some stimulus for you to embed it in your brain. Right. So let's
yeah,
say you say, okay, could you please give me a spoon or a chopstick? You just read spoon, chopstick, laptop, I don't know. You have no instant feedback. Where if you talk to a native person or you're communicating with other people, saying a word, could you please hand me the spoon? If you say it incorrectly, you're gonna say, can you hand me the spawn? They're gonna say, what? They're gonna say, what are you saying? What do you mean spawn? And they're like, I mean that.
yeah,
Oh, you say, oh, spoon, and then oh right, that's how you say it, spoon, and then you have instant feedback. Say, oh right, that how you're supposed to say it.
yeah,
And the next time you're gonna, okay, you look at that, okay, spoon. Does that make any sense? So
yeah,
if you're learning in that way, you're gonna you learn it way faster.
yeah.
And I'm not sure the one of the book that I'm learning, they say the most fastest way for you to learn a foreign language is to work in the kitchen with them. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yep. So,
I feel yeah, it's better for my memories to remember. Yeah,
yep,
it's better to remember compared to learning by heart. It's just writing and
yep.
yeah, repeating. But after that, if we don't do that, we will forget. But in the real life or in real situation, we can remember this word for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. So
I see
also,
that.
okay. Yep. And also, hang on, where was I?
But when I see in Vietnam, most of students learn by heart, just writing and
Yep.
repeating. Yeah, so don't there's no opportunities to talk with native speaker.
I think, yeah, well, I think it's most of the way that how the school system works is it for every single thing, not just English. I think it's also applied for literature, physics,
Yes,
chemical. They just have a formula, learn that, and they do not know the basic of it. But that makes
yes,
sense. Like it's really hard. It's really hard to create a
yes,
whole education system that it work
yes,
properly.
yeah, I agree with that. Because student in Vietnam must learn a lot of subjects and have hard curriculum
Yep.
or program. Yeah, so absolutely they don't have much time to just focus on learning English. Yeah,
No, I think you maybe you misunderstood my statement. My statement was, I think in Vietnam or in a lot of no, I think in Vietnam it's applied for everything for
yeah,
mathematical. So students in Vietnam they learn by heart every single thing, not just English. For example, if
yeah,
we come back to the biological thing that I just mentioned to you earlier. So
yeah,
even you experience yourself, you learn back in the day, but you haven't touching it and you do not understand the core concept of it. How
yeah,
your brain work and how you can apply it in real life to beneficial for you. You just
yeah,
learn it by remember. So yeah,
Yeah.
it
I,
should not happen in English. Yeah. Where was I?
I think so. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I said that church focus on theory, not practice
Yep.
in real.
Kind of like that, and yeah, kind of like that. Okay, sure. Well, yeah, let's just move on from that subject. That is not our focus for today. Yeah, now, also, that is why when I'm trying to teaching English, I'm kind of talk in the subject that is spark interest in my student. Just for example, right now, and I'm trying to make my student talk as much as possible, so they have to use a lot of vocab so they can beneficial for them.
Yeah.
So, do you want to recap what have you been learned so far with me? What I have been saying so far with me? Do you want to recap
Can you
or
speak?
summarize? Do you want to summarize what I've been saying to you?
Yes. It's a,
So I see that
yes.
you take note.
There's
It's
some.
good. So it should give you some
Yes.
a little bit of a
I
practice rather than just keep saying everything.
I just write some keywords. Um, I have had this writing when you said, and I remember two definitions about unconditional or conditional um, habits is conscious or subconscious, right? And um, you say about reactions. Yeah, I just write it, and it's about, for example, when about eating or drinking, and want to the brain said keep eating. Yeah, so it's not healthy, right? Um, and um, you say about some um, basics basics knowledge about remember everything single, right? Single. Just learn by um, practice. Just learn by heart. So you share about the ways of learning English by saying what native speaker, not focus on writing, repeating. Yeah, it's something I take notes.
No, I'm
Can you hear
listening.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm listening. Don't be weird
Yeah.
if I'm just keeps quiet, say dead silent. It's just me. It's just who I am. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yes, I take notes some keywords like that.
Right.
Can you ask me some questions
Yeah,
or chat? Everything.
I'm just calculating in my brain. I think that you maybe get about 30% of what I'm trying to say, but it's getting somewhere. Don't worry, it's still
What?
good. I'm just calculating in my brain that how you receive my information, and it looked like you
Yeah.
get about like 30% of what I'm trying to say. No, it's
Um.
good. It's good. Nothing wrong with it. And I'm just trying
Yeah.
to make the case a
And
bit better. Yeah.
yeah, I take note the word protect, and you give me a an example about an actions to protect myself when there another people hurt um my ourselves. We can have the actions to protect ourselves. It's like self-conditional,
Yep.
right? Yeah,
Yep.
I remember that. And yeah, it's just that.
Yeah. Oh, good. No worry. I'm just thinking what I should retouch on that subject because I think you've more focused on the keywords. And the keywords I want to focus is subconscious behavior and subconscious behavior and conscious behavior. So that is to make that that is the two keywords.
Yeah,
I want to teach you today. Can you do a quick Google definition of
yeah,
those two words?
yeah.
I'll wait for you.
Okay. You wait.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Oh,
I'll wait.
I can do that later. Is
No, no,
okay?
no, because I'd rather do it now rather than later. You can search for the definition of those two keywords that you can fully
Oh,
understand it, and then we can continue our conversations.
okay. So wait for me.
Oh, good.
I can read this. I can read the definitions in um Alpha's language for you.
Yep.
It's about subconscious. Um, it's okay.
Yeah.
And when I say it, I will try to remember. Is about concerning the parts of the mind of which one is not fully aware, but which influences one's actions and feelings. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it's concerts, it's concerts,
Conscious, not conscious.
concerts,
Conscious.
it's concerts. Is aware or responding to one's surroundings. Yes, to definitions in Cambridge Dictionary.
Yep.
Okay,
So can you try to explain it to me? Like I do not understand those two words.
okay. Okay, I will try. This I see concerts is synonym of
Yep.
aware. Yeah. But subconscious is not fully aware, but it is influenced on the
Go on, I'm
actions.
listening. Go on, I'm listening.
Two good keywords, I remember that.
Right. Can you give me some
Subconscious.
example? Can you give me some example?
Um, for example, when it's concerts, for example, when I'm eating and aware of, no, I'm aware of this food is not healthy for me, but I like it and I eat it as regularly. So I keep eating. I keep eating.
Right.
It's about concert.
Conscious behavior. Right.
Yeah, concert behavior.
Just
And I
just want
remember the ex.
just want to
What?
clarify.
What?
If you keep saying concerts, it mean that you go
Concert
somewhere that have a concert like where people singing and you watch people singing, stuff like that. Conscious. Concert, not concert. Concerts
is
is you go to
concert.
conscious behavior.
Concert. Yeah.
Conscious.
So you say when go to some people singing.
Yeah, it can't like when you go to a concert, it means that you're going to listen to somebody singing, going to big
Yes.
event. You buy a ticket,
Yes,
you use that ticket, you go into that event, listen to a concert. Like
yes.
Talk
This con
Talking concert.
yes. But it is the on it is different what different words. It's not
Yep.
concert.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just trying to
So
say you're saying
yeah,
the
I know
incorrect
that.
word, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's concert, right? Concert,
Conscious.
concert.
Does it have
So
an
I
S? It
pronounce
have an
like
S in the
concert.
middle? It have an S in the middle?
Oh wait for me. I will see if the dictionary.
Conscious. Or you say conscious, and you say fast,
I
conscious,
know concert, concert, shirt, right?
conscious.
Concert, right?
Yep. That's right. Oh, good. Let's move on. Don't, yeah, let do
Yeah,
not dig deep into it.
it's correct, right? And I said that about eating is correct.
Yeah, yeah. You say about eating incorrect is
Yeah,
is a conscious behavior.
yes. And the actions protecting myself when there are other people attack me. It is
No.
subconscious, right? Conscious.
Well, it's correct, but the way that you said it incorrect. It's subconscious behavior is the action that you do that you're not aware about it,
Yeah.
or is it like really fast
Yeah,
action?
not aware. Not aware, right?
So like when you're breathing, you forgot that. When you're breathing, you know breathing.
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so you do that. You should do that. You do
yeah.
not pay attention about it. When you pay attention about it, you know that you're breathing. But when you do not
Yeah.
pay attention, you should do it.
Yes, yeah, yes. So it's like the actions of not stops boiling, when the water is boiling, water
That's a
boiling.
conscious behavior. That's a conscious behavior.
Concert, right? Concert. Because people are aware of the danger,
Yep.
aware of the danger. Yeah, so it's concert.
Yep. Kind of that. It have two meaning. If you look at it in different way, they're gonna have gonna result in a different way. So if you look at water that is boiling, right? You say conscious behavior that okay, it's boiling. I'm not gonna touch it. So
Yeah,
unconscious behavior when you just moving it, you feel oh they're heating there, you just stop away right away.
stop.
No. Let's put it this way, right? If you actually think about stop doing it, it's conscious behavior. If you do not think
Yeah,
about it and you just react to it, it's subconscious. Is that make better
okay.
sense? Is that make better sense?
Yes.
If you react to
So
it
I think,
with if you react to it
yeah,
without thinking about it, it's subconscious.
yeah.
Is that making sense? Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Give me
it's
some
it's
example.
about
Give me some example.
um point. I see the boundaries of understanding is hard. Um, so when you say it's boy and I say not hopes and I react to that. So it is subconscious, right?
No, that conscious behavior. When you
Conscious
s- when
behavior because
when you see the water boiling, right? When you see it boiling,
yeah,
you're aware about it. You're telling yourself
yeah,
not to touch it.
okay. It's clear,
So
it's clear. I see that.
right. So
And
that
another,
conscious behavior. When there's
okay,
something happen to you and you react to it without thinking about
okay,
it, is
yeah,
subconscious behavior.
it's clear, it's clear.
Is it better now? Okay, give me
Um,
some example before we wrap this session up.
for example, when I cooking,
Yeah.
and I see the water is boiling, and I aware of the danger, so I don't touch that. But when I in trouble, so because when I'm in a hurry,
Yep.
and the bottle maybe pour the water in my hand, so I
Yep.
wow,
Yeah.
yeah, I make
Exactly. You're getting there. You get it. You get it.
yeah
Exactly.
yeah wow. Luckily, I understand.
No, if you do not understand, I'll just try to re-explain it to you. I'm not sure. They're already a case. I try to explain a concept for one person 10 different times and in 10 different ways,
Yeah,
just to help them to understand it.
yeah.
I have no issue with it, to be honest. It's fun.
Okay, I think this one and it's interesting because um it is the normal knowledge, but I see many people make dif- difficulties in distinguish two definitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, in some actions cannot distinguish.
But yeah, if you learn more about it and you dive deep into it, you can take advantage of it for your daily life as well. So
Yeah,
if let's say for some people is have a hard time to go to sleep, they try to train themselves. Um, they have a strategy just so they can fall to sleep faster. Just like myself, I have two different rooms because my sleeping schedule is all over the place. Sometimes I have to go to sleep about 9. Sometimes I have to go to sleep about 12, 1 a.m. Sometimes I have to go to sleep about in 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m. Oh no, yeah, 12 a.m. Yeah, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. My sleep schedule is all over the place. For normal people, it's really hard for them to go to sleep. Normal people, they have a fixed time to go to sleep.
yeah,
With me, I don't have a fixed time. So when I lying down, I have to go to sleep right away and wake up as right away at the same time. No, not at the same time. When I need to wake up. So
yeah,
my strategy is just to have a similar feeling. So when I go to my bedroom is just for sleep only. I'm not working in my
yeah,
bedroom. When I'm in my office or when I'm in my study room, just focus on studying. When I feel sleepy, go straight in my bedroom. So because I'm doing that, when I'm in this room, I'm fully awake most of the time. I don't feel what it was drowsy,
water.
drowsy, not bored. No,
Yeah, water. I say water or
what
noise.
annoying. Yeah, no, that I don't think using that word in this case is appropriate. So when you use the word bother, it's like when somebody make a noise and it's really annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even bother about it.
yeah.
You just focus on what you're doing. Oh,
Okay,
good.
yeah.
So it's around to wrap up the session today. So I have to go somewhere. So
Okay,
how is our lesson today so far?
okay. I feel very interesting in this topic today.
Okay, glad you like it.
Honest, honestly, and thank you for your sharing. Make me understand more about the definitions.
Okay, all good. Glad you like it.
It's fun.
Glad you like it.
Okay.
Okay, see ya. You have a good day. I'll see you later.
Yes. Thank you so much. Goodbye.